Knowledge is important to our people.
Yes, it is. Yes, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Would you introduce our very special guest, our legend?
Talk about legends, history. I've introduced this woman more years than she might want to admit. Ever since I've introduced to her, there's two things been constant: her feel and her vibrancy about Texas Southern University, about life and herself and the history that she contains. And this is Georgia Provost.
Give Miss Provost some love. Awesome.
In our midst, a truly living legend.
Living legend.
And looking beautiful every day.
Yes, she does. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. She does it consistently.
Has changed a lick.
Yeah. Welcome to Dr. Delagraentiss Presents, my dear. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Bishop. I love you too.
Oh, I'm honored. I am. Oh, I am so honored. Tell us, because you are on a mission. I know it. I felt your heartbeat, and your vibration is like crystal clear. What that wonderful spirit does that you have, it exudes you. And so before a person actually meets you, sees you physically, we sense you spiritually. And that's a beautiful thing, because I was outside. You were already here. I did not know you had arrived early, and that's a good thing. But I felt you, and I thought, Mrs. Provost is here. I got to get inside. I heard. I left my blue bag. I left it in the car. I just came in with my attaché case. I got to get in there. And you were the first person I met and greeted, so I'm honored that you are here. Again, we've enjoyed you before, but tonight is especially a time that we want to celebrate you. So tell everybody, in fact, if you will, let's back up and tell us some of the things that you've done that have helped this community.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I've done so much.
Yes.
My primary purpose in life is to help someone.
I believe it.
And I read a lot, I know a lot, and I try to pass it on.
Yes.
And my son said he can't take me anywhere, but if I see you doing something and it's not beneficial to you, I'm going to pull you off to the side. I'm not going to embarrass you.
No.
And I'm going to whisper in your ear. And if you got attitude, then we're going to have a come to Jesus meeting.
That's good. That's
but
good.
It's all about helping somebody.
Yes.
You know, I'm from Louisiana, so I like to hug people.
Oh,
my
me
daddy
too.
say, you always hug people. Forget shaking hands, hug them.
Thank
people
you.
go all week without a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite word is love.
Yes.
Every time I write something, I say something, I love you, I love you. And if we can get all of our people to say, I love you, because love is something else.
It's powerful.
Most powerful word.
And then if we can fall in love with ourselves, fall in love with each other, then we can have some unity.
That's right.
It's too many of us in America, and all we, black folks, we all we got.
Thank you.
Right.
And we confused.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We won't even give each other the time of day.
No.
I'll give you an example. 3 weeks ago, I'm serving on jury. Call my name out. 65 of us.
Wow.
7 blacks in the room. All the rest
that's all?
Hispanics or white. So, you know, I walk in. How y'all doing? Everybody feeling speaking to black, and they speak. But all the other folks, we know who you are. You're the lady on the TV commercial.
Yes, that's right. Know your
What
face.
is wrong with us? We don't even embrace each other. We turn our heads when we see each other coming. And don't let something be wrong. I mean, you be in the grocery store and you're looking at this old lady. She got 4 children behind her. You know she's on a fixed income, but she got to buy some groceries. And she gets to the counter and she don't have enough money.
Does
She
not
short
have enough money. I knew you did.
$20. And they all looking like it's funny. Just, lady, just go on. Let me put it on my card.
Just pay it forward.
I'm not making that kind of money.
Pay it forward.
But I do know when you give out of your heart, the Lord sends it back to you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Wow, that is so true. You have done so much for so many, and you've done it. One of the portals for you has been through Texas Southern University and what you've done there. Tell the audience, because this show goes into 120 markets across America and 120 plus countries outside of America. They need to know the name Mrs. Georgia Provost, like we do.
Well, you know, Bishop, this is my 60th year supporting my school.
Wow.
And like I tell them, I know where the pumpkin's buried. I know who need to get off my campus.
I love that.
Just straight up.
But the problem that we're the only HBCU in town.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that we have at Texas Southern University with our students is not that they can't pass. They drop out because they don't have the money.
Wow.
Wow.
So I started a thing, say, do the math. Just $10 a month, $120 a year. Y'all smoke that up as cigarettes
Yeah, and more.
and drinks. And it went on for fine. But we always have to have an excuse to support our own. So what I did one year, I went to Dixie Hardware and I bought 300 nails.
Wow.
And I wrote a letter.
Wow.
And I said, whatever problems you had with my university, I want you to close that coffin, and I'm giving you the nail and use your own hammer.
Oh.
Now that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Use your own hammer. And let's get this show back on the road.
Put the
Now,
nail
right-
in the coffin. I like
Right
that.
now at Texas Southern University, we have a dynamite president. He's young. He's going to be good for us. Matter of fact, today is his 3rd year. This is his anniversary.
What's his name?
Dr. Austin A. Lane.
Let's shout out to him. Ah.
And
Wow.
then our first lady, she is so beautiful and warm. So we got everything that we need at TSU. And I created a program called CAP, Community Awareness Program, because TSU was not in the community and the community wasn't in TSU. So I'm pulling them together.
Beautiful.
And like I tell the president and all of them, you can't speak to people like I speak to them. You know, they'll call, oh, so-and-so TSU, da-da-da-da-da, they had this. I said, hold it, just a moment. Let me look at my donors list. Now, what's your name again?
And
I'm
not on
sorry.
the donors.
And you
Not on
got on-
donors list.
I don't see your name on the athletics. I don't
Right.
see your name on scholarships. I don't see your name on da-da-da-da. So when you start contributing to my school, then you can register your complaint. Click, click. And then you
I
got
love
called
it.
back.
I love it.
I can't believe you hung up the phone in my face. I said, ma'am, I don't have time for foolishness. When you get ready to write a check, and you don't have to take it to TSU, take it to me, but make the check to TSU.
Yes.
I get it to TSU.
All right.
That's all we need.
Yes.
Lajon.
Yes.
That's what we
Yeah,
call
thank you.
it.
Thank you. Where's my help? Where's my
That's
help?
right.
We agree, don't we?
And we got the best faculty staff you ever want to have at TSU.
Really?
We got a good administration. And Abbott just sent us 5 new board members.
Good.
I'm praying on those.
Uh-oh.
They seem to be going to be good.
Okay.
I'm going to work with them.
Yeah.
But do you realize in 8 years, we're going to be 100 years old?
Wow.
Now that was a good place for that.
8
Whatever sound you
years.
wanted to make, that was.
100 years.
Let's salute that, can
Wow.
And,
Yes,
And if
yes.
you look from the
Wow.
beginning of where we started, and people really don't realize why there's a Texas Southern University. It's a Texas Southern University because we couldn't go to the white schools.
That's exactly why. Yes.
And that's why we got a TSU. That's why I don't understand black students going to white universities, even playing ball. They give their 4 years and they have 2 more years before they can graduate. They're not concerned about it. Them kids don't even graduate. They ain't but you come to Texas Southern, you play 4 years, you're going to graduate.
Hello. Now, the focus. Focus.
Focus. TSU, we are focused
love that.
with our students. And you get love and nurture. I get 15 or 20 of them, they knocking my door. Miss P, you cook today?
No, I better come knock it. Let's take this call. Hold on a minute. Good evening and welcome to Dr. Delagraentiss Presents. How are you and to whom am I speaking?
Hello, my name is John V. Juriwala. Good evening.
Good evening, Jean V. And are you in, where are you? Are you in town, out of state? Where are you
I'm
calling
in
from?
League City, Texas.
League City's in the house. Can we
All
appreciate
right, all right.
Yes. And did you have a question or a comment?
I have a comment. I want to say that I admire Dr. Bishop Delagraentiss' leadership. Dr. Delagraentiss always asks people their dream, and he always directs them towards achieving their dream. And Dr. Delagraentiss is a good-hearted character and a very talented individual.
Amen.
We were in concert here. That was beautiful. You're gonna have to make me cry up in here, and then my haters are gonna think I paid you to call them on that one.
No, I said that from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm honored. Thank you for calling and keep watching. Okay?
So much. Have a good evening.
We will. We shall. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye. Wow, Jean V. I got her number. I got the first name. I'm great. Good. Very good. Yes, this is a live call-in television talk show. Sometimes we get calls from France. Many people are called in from France. Some from Germany, Amsterdam. The list is long. And so we're honored that they're watching wherever they're on the globe. And I'm really happy tonight that they're watching from all over because they need to know your name and your face because you are a giver. You really have given your entire life to life.
And you know what makes it so wonderful? I married this old man named Herbert Provost. And he was given too.
Really?
You know, and I'm gonna tell you this. When we first got married, he said, give me the keys to your car. I said, okay. So he come, and next thing, fellas come back, they take his car. I said, you know, we got to go to Mass. He said, well, I'm taking the car over to TSU so the football players can take their girls to Galveston, and I'm giving them some money because I don't want them to get in trouble. I said, well, how are we going to go to Mass? They still make cabs.
Yeah, that's a giver. That is a giver. Yes.
I tell you that, man.
Has a car, but prefer the students to have it
Right.
as a transportation. That is beautiful. Good.
You know, I do a lot of public speaking, and I tell them all the time. My daughter says sometimes I need to just close my mouth. But I tell them, I don't want anybody old as me around me.
I love it.
You know
I love
why?
it. Tell me.
They're not going to help no young person.
Ah,
They're not going to support no black business.
valid point.
And they're not going to get in the community and volunteer. No matter how much I preach. I'm trying to lead by example. I'm here. I'm the president of the Rotary Club. I'm the chairman of education. I'm volunteering for this, volunteer my whole life, volunteer. I'm trying to lead by example.
That's what
And
you
I'm
do.
trying to show these people my age, get off your behind and do something.
All right.
Don't let age do.
Right.
I've been here 936 months.
Hallelujah. I love that. I love
And
that.
I'm trying to show them, you don't have, just because you done passed 60, don't mean you got to get a racket chair. Get 3 or 4 of them young people. See, what we need to start is an intergenerational,
Wow.
where the young people meet with the senior citizen. The young people can teach us social media, and we can give them the wisdom so they won't
Right.
make the same mistake we make.
Oh, that is rich.
That's simple.
Seriously.
Right.
But
Yes.
you can't get them to do that because you got all these bougie folks. They just think they're too much to deal with my kids. That's our future.
Yes.
They're our leaders. And I am that. And I was just telling my daughter because she's an educator, one of the best educators I've
Oh,
seen in years.
really?
And I'm
Wait, wave your hands, sweetheart. What's her
Dr.
name?
Devetta Daniels.
Dr. Devetta Daniels. Well, we're proud to have you in our audience. Thank you, sweetheart. All right.
And it doesn't make sense for our kids to be flunking. Did you see the paper? I don't agree with it. All of my black and brown schools are flunking. And it's because you don't have no leadership. Okay, now you tell me why you gonna get Teach America to come teach my black and brown kids. They don't even know the culture, the tradition, or the history.
No, they
They're
don't.
not familiar with the environment.
Valid point. Valid point.
So they can't teach. All they come there to do is to pay off their loan. But why do you send them to my black and brown schools? Why don't you send them across town to Bel Air and Lanier? It's by design.
Yes, it is.
And until we realize education was never designed for black folks,
No.
and we didn't excel.
Yeah. In
Whole
spite
lot.
of.
In
Yes.
spite of.
Yeah.
I went to a segregated school. My school I went to, we got hand-me-down books. Our school colors had to be the same. We had to get the same band uniform, basketball, everything,
After they were used.
after they were used. But we excel because we had teachers. And like I tell them, I was an instructor. I taught at TSU. I taught at E.O. Smith. My kids would make 40. I wouldn't put a minus 40. I put a plus 40.
Oh, good.
And I said, come on, baby, let me show you. Let Miss P show you what you got to do to get the other 60%. Now, you need to go read this, you need to do this, you need to do that. One thing I know about black and brown kids, you show them that you love them,
Yes.
they could be making C's and D's, but you show them some love and you concerned about them, I guarantee you they're going to make you some A's and B's.
Oh, look at they come alive on that one. That is rich. That is so rich.
And I don't understand, and I'm like Farrakhan, I don't understand why you got so many people with these doctorates, masters, bachelor's degree with the thing hanging on the wall in discipline that can help my people and ain't doing nothing.
Not doing it. Not doing. Thank you. Thank you. You're on point.
So I done everything and I volunteered. So now what I'm doing now, I'm running for city council.
Which position?
I'm running for city council at large, position 1. Now, keep in mind, Bishop, I ran in 2015. It was 9 of us in a race. I was in a runoff.
That's
I
good.
lost with 81,715 votes.
Really?
So I said, okay, Lord, I want you to enlarge my territory.
Hello. Hello.
Show me what I need to do. And prayer is a son of a gun.
Hello.
And you talk to that man upstairs,
Prize your best.
he might not come when you want him, but he gonna be on time.
That's right.
So I'm running again because I can see we not getting the representation that we need. We're not getting the service we need because you have people that are career politicians. They're waiting to move to wait till somebody else come. And then on top of that, they just waiting and they're getting their money, building up their war chest. I work every day. I ain't gonna anybody give me nothing.
Hello.
And if I need to get a second job, I'm gonna go get one.
Good, good. Tell me about your platform. What is your
Number 1,
posture?
I'm concerned. My 2 things is education and economics.
Okay.
We got to start partnering with HISD and keep these kids in school. And why is it that we can't see that? Now, when you look at the news, you got a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old with a gun going shopping at Walgreens. They should have been graduating. Graduation was just last week.
Yes.
We got some serious problems. And those are the people that file work. We ain't got nobody to work for us.
No.
I mean, why are we in neutral? Why we don't see this? And all our kids are doing is looking for some love.
That's all they're looking
That's it.
for. That's all they're looking for.
And our problem, you're not from the United States. Our problem in the United States is that we never was taught our history
No.
because it's all watered down.
Oh, that is so true.
They talk about
Yes.
Christopher Columbus discovered America. Well, black folk was already over here.
Thank
and
you.
the Indians too.
Clearly.
And we don't research anything. First of all I want my black folks to do is leave that television alone. Leave it alone.
Unless you're watching
That would help.
Delagraentiss Presents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And read.
Yes.
Read.
I raised my niece said, oh, I can't come spend the night with Auntie. Because on the other side of it, she got books and magazines. I said, Carl, reading, baby.
Thank you.
You got to read.
Reading is
and
fundamental.
I'm nosy. I go get all them folks' papers and I read them, see what they doing. It don't take a rocket scientist.
No.
And I just want to see my people rise and be the people that God made them to be. God made all of us. And like I said, they said, oh, I said, let me tell you something. You my brother and you my sister. When I cut myself, I bleed the same red you bleed.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter about the skin color because the Lord made both. He just decided to make us different. But we come from the same source.
Same source.
So I'm running because I want to see us advance. You got engineers, you got architecture firms, you got businesses like Dixie Hardware on OST. They passing going 100 miles an hour to go get these other folks. And this man got everything we need.
Yes.
And what we wasn't taught business in school. We wasn't taught economics. But I was lucky to have a father that worked for him at the refinery. He had 5 businesses because he said he didn't want his kids to work for the Blue Eye. So he taught us business.
Smart man.
So
Smart man.
what I'm saying is that we need to be about supporting each other. We did it doing segregation.
Yes.
And it was amazing. If somebody died in the community and didn't have insurance, they got together. We got together and put the meal together. I mean, we don't do that. We don't even speak to each other no more. We got to get back.
We must.
Once we've realized we all we have,
Yeah.
once we do that,
Where there's unity, there is strength. I want you to look at the camera and tell my audience why they should support you in this election.
Number 1, you support me because I'm going to give you true leadership. I'm a common sense person. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this. My forefather had to tell a slave master what he wanted to hear. I'm a descendant from slavery. I'm going to tell you what you need to know.
All right.
Now, whether you like it or not. And Doc, I tell my people all the time, he said, ooh, the white man did this. The white man ain't your problem. You're your problem.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
let me tell you all something. If it wasn't for some good white folks and some good Jews, black folks wouldn't be where they are today.
Right.
That's very
And y'all
true.
better believe that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we all need to get together
Yes.
and work it out.
Yes.
So my platform is, I want representation. I want black businesses to grow. All businesses to grow.
Yes.
And I want my kids to get an education. I want the city, if they already got an education committee, as a joke, but I'm gonna help strengthen it. Education is the key in economics.
And it is. And it is.
And then I tell them, don't worry about some of them 3 C's. Currency, coins, and checks. Every day you wake up, you try to get you some currency, coins, and checks.
That's right.
Hello.
That's right.
Why y'all worrying about Trump and everybody?
That's
Worry
right.
about them 3 things.
That's right.
You right here in the city. And we got good people. We got to be able to encourage each other. We don't encourage each other enough.
Yes.
Every time I see you, I get inspired because I
Bless
know,
you. Bless you.
Bishop, you got a message for us. And I was inspired today, sitting right here with that doctor back there, talking about failure and what you're supposed to be. And I told him, I like seafood. He said, it ain't good for you.
Go, Dr. King. Dr.
But
King.
listen to Dr. King and the talk. I mean, and Thibodeaux talking about dehydration, water.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
talk to each other. We don't, if something, we find out something and it's good, we don't pass it on.
Yeah.
I read the paper and I see, oh, Doc can use this. I cut it out, put my stamp, stamp 55 cents now. Put my stamp on, I send it to you.
Bless
That's how
you.
you're supposed to do.
That's right.
Work together and you'd be surprised what the Lord gonna do for you.
Wow. Mrs. Georgia Provost on Dr. Delagraentiss Presents.